Right, so the figure is 1.8 or 1.5 depending how you look at it, but in my hand are the estimates of how the government intends to spend this money in the 2014-2015 financial year. Now, first, the government intends to spend 294.55 billion shillings in education. We're talking about primary education, secondary education, as well as salaries for the teachers. Also, this particular government intends to spend 125 billion shillings, and this will go to transport and logistics, while 49.15 billion shillings will go for equity. We're talking about poverty reduction and social protection, and vulnerable groups. We're talking about old people, the young, and such like groups. Right, moving on to other areas that the government intends to spend this particular monies. 33.5 billion shillings will go to constitutional implementation. We are aware we are in a transition period, and so this kind of resources and allocation is very vital. 28.99 billion is set to enhance security for investment and growth of employment. So basically looking at how the government will create employment opportunities for its people. Right, 17.5 billion is what the government intends to put for food security and agriculture. You are aware from the last budget, 2 billion shillings is what was allocated for irrigation, as well as plans to have 1 million acres under irrigation. We do know it is in progress. 10.5 billion is what the government intends to call equality or for access for proper healthcare. We are aware right now the free maternity program is already underway, but this particular fund goes to enhance accessibility of that very vital need, while 8.8 billion shillings will go for women and youth, over and above the 64 billion that was meant for a run of last year that has been now dubbed the WESO Fund. Finally, 2.36 billion is what the government is trying to put into economic stimulus projects. You do remember the fishing project in parts of central Kenya didn't go so well, but the government is at it again. But we all know, and analysts are saying, if indeed this budget is to make any sense, then cutting the wage bill is part of the key priorities of the government. But there's no telling until this particular budget statement is read. Elsewhere,